All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is good to be back. It's good to see you guys. I made another drift video. This is 10 different cars that you haven't seen before, doing drifty things, and I also made some desktop screenshots, so that way you guys can see, if you go back, you pause the video or whatever, and you do a screenshot, give you something to put on your wallpaper or whatever. First up, 2020 GTR. Everybody's addicted to it. Everybody loves it. It sounds disgusting, and I love it. I'm doing the uphill on the Carrera Este. I don't think I've actually done a drift zone on one of these videos. I usually try to stick to online drift, which is what most of the other ones are. I think all of the other ones. But overall, it's a great car. It slides a lot. A little bit different this time around. All of the tunes are going to be in the description. I didn't want to mess with the wallpapers if you guys end up using them at all. I also want to thank you guys so much for your support. You guys have been amazing. Seriously, the comments coming in make my day. Yeah, honestly, make my day. I love waking up to that kind of stuff, and everybody's so nice. One guy saying he was binge watching at 3 a.m. I was like, that's fucking awesome. You have a lot of cool cars for you, though. I actually have one at the very end, too, that is literally a world record run. I haven't seen anybody beat it. And it's by far the best rear-wheel drive car that I've found. With that being said, I don't use drag tires on anything. I think it's kind of detrimental to the game. It doesn't feel right. It'll get you higher points, but it's not fun for me, so I don't do it. I mean, you guys feel free, but I may judge you. I do like the uphill more than the downhill. It's a little bit more technical that way. You can be in more control. It's funny, I always just back and watch the video as I do my voiceovers. And I'm like, I made a mistake there, made a mistake there. Pick myself apart. So this car actually has snow tires on it, which is going to raise how smooth the car drives, but it is going to slow it down significantly. So there is two different squirrel mold tires, one that's for the drift zones and one that is for online drift. Online drift is you need to stay above 50 miles an hour. At a certain angle, and you'll get max points. The drift zones are a little different. You can go down to 25 miles an hour and still get max points. But I think it's all about angle. I'd have to double check that though, but they are definitely different. I haven't really done any drift zone runs since the nerf back. Geez, what was that now? November? Kind of really killed it. I think the only zones I've done is from that new drift story that came out, where you get the Mustang Mach-E. I did end up hitting first place on every single one of those on my first and second attempts. Definitely been overtaken by now, but I'll go back in a little bit. All right, next up, one of the best A-Class cars, easily. The E36 M3. The thing absolutely rips. It's got the 2J. It probably shouldn't be an A-Class car, but it's very quick. The biggest thing with this car is you got to keep the momentum. If you slow down or if you take a really tight turn, because of the wheel spin, because of how fast they go, you're never going to get back up to speed in time for a turn. So this is online drift now. The rest is going to be. I tried to do all different tracks. I think only one time I repeated. This is very comparable to the BMW Z3, excuse me, Z3 M. That was a very good car too. I actually think I like the E36 more though. Reason being, it's more stable. The Z3 was a little fidgety. So this actually isn't a drift video, but I just thought it was something funny you guys might want to see. Made me laugh. I think it's only like 30 seconds long, but it's pretty funny. Dude, some of the glitches in this game crack me up. Like the license plate one and the wacky inflatable arm flailing checkpoints. Like, especially at nighttime. Like, is this distracting? Alright, so next car is the Hoonigan Porsche. And this is actually a really good run. This is Bola. Bola Ocho, or Ocha. Probably the track that most of the people watching this hate. The biggest issue is what you just saw there, is people spinning out, people making mistakes, and knocking over telephone poles, knocking over these freaking arrow signs. Alright, well I knocked over a telephone pole, we won't talk about it. But anybody behind actually is screwed. You hit that, you slow down, or you lose your momentum. Can really make a good lap into a bad lap very quickly. And I don't know if you guys have noticed over my whole career of posting, which is like a few months now, I like Porsches. Yeah. So the volcano car, the S14 Zenki. Excuse me, Kooky. The this car's sweet. Paint job's awesome. And that's, so all these people right here, all-wheel drive. One kid was actually sending me messages, talking a little smack. So I guess you know how it ends then. You really want to try to stay as wide as you can. This car is a little tough to do. Really, the rear-wheel drive cars in general are tough to do on lookout. If you have drag tires or something like that, you know, it's going to be simple. Just because of how much the car slides. But like I said earlier, it just feels weird. And it's really like a one-trick pony. Like, you can do long, twisty courses, or long, like, sweeping bend courses, but twisty courses kill you. I'm honestly not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sick of the clown cars. They're kind of taking over Forza. Hondas, the Mini Coopers. It's like, all right, man, I get it. You're in a 1,000 horsepower box. This is one you probably haven't seen. Volkswagen, the new Volkswagen Golf. This was the one that was in the car pass. The sound is going to be muted for a little bit. Reason being, I'm an idiot and I forgot that I had Spotify on. And I tried to do the upload. And this is actually on another video too, coming up shortly. Here comes the sound now. No, very soon. I tried to do the upload and it said copyright. And for some reason, anytime there's a copyright infringement, it either throws ads on, which they're probably due anyway, but it throws ads on and it makes it so not as many people see it. So we're going to try the way with using the engine as a little bit of masking here. Little classical vibes. I hope you can't hear it actually, but it is a good song. So it's not the best scoring car in the world, but damn sure looks good. And I know the VW fanboys are gonna go wild for that one. Alright, like I said, Porsches. I'm sorry. I love them. So this is the 1973 Carrera. Mr. Jeep. I cut a little bit. So this track, you only get one lap. You know, don't rush it. You know, you'll see a lot of people either back up or just wait a minute. This is another one of those tracks where people hit a lot of signs and a lot of different things. You need your speed, you know, and one little spin out or one little thing can take a good lap and really drop the score. So these are all a mix of A-Class and S-Class. This is an A-Class car. It's detuned a good amount to get it into an A-Class. Couldn't really put the body kit on it, stuff like that. But it's pretty good. This is one of my top A-Class cars, and I actually really enjoy it too. I have another one that I'll probably be putting on a next video. Another Porsche, but it's an A-Class Porsche, and it's a lot of fun. Try to ride these curbs on that straightaway section. You can really get a lot more distance out of your drift. If you're not using these tunes that I'm going to share in the description, make sure you set your bump stiffness to 0, front and back. That'll really help you avoid spinning out on the curbs and actually using them to your advantage. But one tire, you don't want to do two. The curb. Let's see if we beat Mr. Jeep. Alright, so we passed Mr. Jeep, Mr. Juan Wolf. Passed the guy up in the all-wheel drive Torino. And it's home free from there. It's a pretty good run. Not a personal best, but not bad. Next car, the Ferrari F12 TDF. This thing's beautiful. I love this car. I did have to edit the sound a little bit. You'll probably catch glimpses of the song. Yeah, a little Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. The man, the myth, the legend. I just had to change the pitch a little bit so that way it doesn't, again, kick a copyright infringement. I feel like that's one person you don't want to copyright. This car is definitely an S1. Hard to get supercars down to an A. There's very, very few you can.
Yeah, this car is a lot of fun, though. Alright, another Porsche. Crucify me. You don't really see these very often in rear-wheel drive. You're going to see them pretty regularly in all-wheel drive. This is an A-Class, too. So, A-Class rear-wheel drive, which it has no business being an A-Class car. This track is very tough usually for rear-wheel drive cars. You just don't get the slide that an all-wheel drive car on drag tires does. It's okay. It just makes it, challenging to find the right line for rear-wheel drive. This is one of those tracks too, you can really pull out a lot of points just because of how long it is. Since recording this, I did stiffen up the suspension a little bit. I know it's bouncing a lot on here. I was trying a few different things, and I got it just right, so it will not be as bouncy. It'll still bounce, but not as much. I actually hate this track, like, full stop. I like to use a lot of lower powered cars and just like different things, and unfortunately on this track you just can't. This is the new MG. I think it was part of the Car Pass. Pretty sure. The 959 Porsche, of course. Oh, hit the wall. I know you guys have probably seen in my last video or one of my recent ones, the 959 Porsche is very good in rear-wheel drive. I avoid it like the plague, and the reason being is that everybody thinks you're an all-wheel drive. I have gotten so many messages. All-wheel drive sucks, blah blah blah, like when you completely kill a lobby. It's like, I'm rear-wheel drive, they're like, yeah, sure. It's like, So I've just kind of avoided it. It's maybe a step under the Jeep. And the Isetta is even worse. Yeah, this car's not bad though. It's undergone a paint job since the actual video. But It may be a little ugly, but it looks okay sideways. And the drift's pretty good. Oh, lost the wing. It's like game over almost. Alright, so this is the Desert Flyer. Yeah, this is probably the best rear-wheel drive car in the game. And this is the track that I set a record on. And this is the video. Couldn't bring it back quick enough, but it's alright. I'm going to try and ride that curve there. I did already share this a few times, so if the quality's a little down, I apologize. I did not use the original for this video. I think I can make that cut there and get a higher score, but it is a pain, and there is one line you can take, and I just can't seem to find it. Yeah, this car has broken every single record that I hold. Like for every single track. Doesn't matter. If you have a record, if you have a track that you're like, oh, I did really well, just use this and you'll never hit that record again. In any other car. .452. Alright guys, that was it for the video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys all for watching.